guys, this is part 2 of UFO underground bases. And it's not just about the UFO underground bases I want to talk about. It's just the truth movement altogether. I am totally for the truth movement because we're at a day and age where people are actually starting to connect with one another and really look into this truth stuff because it's really important. You know, back in the day, people were like, oh, you're crazy, you know, you have something wrong with you for talking about aliens and stuff. But we're really taking this shit seriously because I do believe this is real. On our planet, besides me doing research about the underground bases, I'm going to briefly get into it. There's still a lot I don't know because I haven't personally been there. If I'd probably been there, I would be dead, probably. But this is what I've learned. I learned that there are bases in different underground, different parts of the earth. And there are reptilians and greys doing experiments, trying to fuck around with genetics and DNA and animal splicing and cloning. There's a lot of videos out here coming out about celebrity cloning. I'm going to be honest with you guys, like, there's some things you just don't want to know. Like, when you hear stuff like rich people cloning celebrities just to have sex with their clones is something I do not want to hear. But we got to know this stuff. Some stuff is really disturbing to hear, but we have to be aware of these things because we need to know what we're up against. I do believe that there are hundreds of different types of species in different dimensions on this planet, above our frequency and vibrational level or below. And I do believe that there are beings living underground, different animal species we don't even know of. There's some on the moon as well. And I do believe this in my heart because so much research has been done about this. If you're a human being and you sit there and you truly believe that human beings are the only people on this planet and nothing else matters, I don't know what to say about you. I mean, if you want to live like that, fine. But me, in my heart, I can't just be like that. There's so many different species of animals and beings on this planet, and we have to be aware of this. Because there's no point in just living our lives. Sometimes, I know I'm weird like this, but sometimes I'll be like walking on the street, and I'll be like wondering, what's under the street? I wonder what's under this. Is there a city under the street? Or if I work in an exchange place in Jersey City, and when I go outside for lunch, I look at the river. There's like this little, not river, but it's like this little bay area where the boat connects from Jersey City to Manhattan. And sometimes my dark, cynical, morbid mind will think, I wonder how many dead bodies are in this water. I wonder what's in this water. So I always think about things, not trying to be dark and cynical and disgusting. But what I'm trying to understand is I want to know what's going on, whether it's good or bad. I don't know, like I said, I don't know much about the UFO bases, but if someone does know, please reach out to me. Please reach out, respond to this video. You know, I'm not afraid of the FBI and stuff, like, getting on my ass about trying to learn shit, because I can't do this. God put us in this existence to grow and to learn, not to sit here and go to work for some person that doesn't give two shits about its work or some CEO or something for the rest of my life. You know, I want better than that. And I don't know why there's people out here that they don't care about anything else but just the simple basic things. Maybe they say, well, I don't want to worry about all these things. Fine. Then you have people like me to investigate it, which I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't call people stupid for this. I just say, like, there's so much shit going on we don't even know. You know, underground, in the water, what happened to the Bermuda Triangle situation? Is there an energy field? Is there a Stargate there? That's another investigation that every time people try to look into that, something happens, someone gets sick or someone dies, or it's always something. Because someone does not want you to know something. Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. I know most of you guys are smart, and most of you guys are aware that most of the things we know is a lie and is bullshit, okay? Most of the stuff we see on TV, we live in illusions and illusions and illusions. Every fucking day, illusions, okay? These people are working extremely, extremely hard to make sure that you do not know what the hell is going on. They make sure that all you know is go to work, feed your kids, eat this shitty food out here that's probably fucking up our genetics and our ability to sense these energies and to ask questions. There's fluoride in the water, making us sleepy and tired and angry and shit like that. You know, there's hormones and stuff. They're spraying stuff in plants that make folks gay. I have another video. I didn't go in depth with that, but I have another video referring to that. There's so much fucked up shit going on out there. We have to know. If we have an opponent and we don't know what they're doing to affect our lives, we've already lost the battle and the war. We could just fucking forget it. I don't like to lose. If I lose, fine, but I don't like to lose to evil. There's some sick and evil people out there that benefit from people being stupid and unaware. And I don't want to be one of those people. I just don't. You know, I'm tired of just not knowing shit. Just, oh, okay, my life is what it is. You know, I go to work, come home, draw. My art is a part of my soul exploring these things. You don't have to be a genius to do some damn research, okay? You could just be a person that just wants to know. I don't have a Harvard degree, and I didn't finish college because I couldn't afford to eat, and I had to decide whether am I going to get a book or am I going to eat the next day. It was a horrible situation, and there are people out there that will say, oh, there's programs. Well, no one was trying to help me when I was trying to go to college, so I tried a different route. You know, I get a job and I work on my artwork and spread my message. That's all I want to do in my life, and investigate the unknowns and learn more about the way this world works. And I don't know why people have such a problem with that. They'd be like, oh, you're overthinking. Most of the time I always hear this line about myself. They're like, Brooke, why can't you just enjoy the moment? Why can't you just enjoy? Because yes, I can enjoy the moment sometimes, but I don't enjoy things when I just don't know anything. Doesn't it bother people to not know? My grandfather used to say this, and when I was younger, of course when you're young you don't really understand things till you get older, but he used to say the best thing is to know. And that was the end of the quote. And I was like, the best thing is to know. And then now as an adult, I'm an adult physically, but at heart I'm still a kid. And I come to terms with that. But when I hear that quote, the best thing is to know, now it's starting to make sense to me. It is good to know things. It is good to be aware of your surroundings. So every time I go somewhere, I look around. I check my surroundings. I look into people's eyes to see if they're reptilian. You know, I know that's weird, but you never know. You could be talking to someone who's not even a human. Could be a clone. That's another topic when people talk about it, that their life is threatened. I have no idea about that cloning shit. This is just something that I've stumbled upon doing my research. But that's what they be doing in those fucking underground things. They be trying to clone people. They try to manipulate the DNA that nature already laid out. It's like these people are trying to play God. And when in my mind, instead of looking at all these things, okay, so people are trying to survive. Reptilians, greys, all these people were trying to survive, but for what? Why? Why are we killing each other, fighting and manipulating and putting folks in the matrix? And why are we doing all this just to live in a temporary physicality? Why are we killing ourselves? But you know what's even worse? From my research, I've noticed that this shit even occurs in the spiritual world. There's different degrees of spiritual enhancement. Even in the spirit realms, in the other vibrations, people are fighting each other or devouring each other's souls or sucking the life out of each other to survive. So I want to know, why is it like this? Like, why is everyone fighting each other to get to this one point that it just seems impossible to get to? What are we all fighting for is the main question. Why are we killing each other to live? Why are we out here every day to prove something? Why are we on a spiritual journey? I ask myself this every single day, and it hurts. I remember this quote from The Matrix. Of course, I'm going to quote The Matrix. Fucking deal with it. Morpheus said, it's like a splinter in your mind. But with me, it's not a splinter in my mind. It's in my heart to not understand. What are we all fighting for? What are these reptilians and all these things fighting for? I have one answer I kind of understand. But of course, I'm not a guru. It might take me years to understand this. One thing I can understand is we're all fighting because of energy. Energy is the key thing. It's the biggest thing in the world. Energy. Energy levels. Power. Love. Hate. Fear. Distortion. It's either harmony or distortion. Black or white. You know, put together or all over the place. It's hard to understand, even for me still growing up trying to understand this concept of what are we all fighting for? Like really, what's the point? What's the point of fighting and killing each other? But you know, honestly, I only think this type of thing only exists in a very distorted reality. There's probably realities where you don't even have to fight and kill each other for a common goal. You know, you can just get there by just living your life and doing what you do. But as far as these alien creatures, if you decide to ever get into this stuff, I just have to say brace yourself, because it does get a little scary sometimes. But it will get better. You know, you get a little paranoid for a while, like you'll be like looking behind you, and you know, it really trips you out. It's a mental fuck, for real. But at least you know, at least you're aware, okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap this up because I'm a little sleepy, if you guys haven't noticed. I don't know what time it is, but I ate that burger and I'm so tired. Check out my Instagram, Lorelai Vega, LORELAI VEGA, on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm not on there very often. I'm only on there to actually post my work now. I'm not really on social media to give a shit about other people's lives unless I'm close to you, because I realize that's another thing, like people getting overly obsessed about other people's lives because their own life is fucked up, and I'm not trying to be one of those people anymore. So I'm not on other people's stuff like that unless they have something worth listening to. I'm sorry for that. That sounds mean, but whatever, it is what it is. Alright guys, take it easy, enjoy your Sunday, and I'm going to do another video that is not as disorganized and all over the place. Basically, when I don't do videos for a while, I just get a few things off my chest until I start getting more structured and focused in what I have to say. So I apologize if things are like, I thought she was going to talk about UFO underground bases, and I only said a few things about it because I really don't know a lot. I just started researching that. Yeah, so alright guys, take care.